This conference will now be recorded.
So this video I am discussing about archiving and transferring files. So the topics are archiving file using tar command. So how to remotely transfer the file using SCP, and we have to synchronize the file using rsync command.
This conference will now be recorded.
So I am in a Linux system. So I am discussing how can we take the archiving or like a backup of a system. So we can see that there is a lot of files folders are there. So for example, we want to take the backup of this boot folder. So I want to take the backup or archive of the boot folder. So I can give a command tar hyphen cvf. I'm giving c vf. F means I'm taking in a file. So my file name is I'm giving us backup .tar. So I'm going to create a backup, and what are the folder we want to take backup. So I can specify the boot folder. I am going to take a boot is my source, and I am going to take into destination is backup.tar. So I'm going to take the backup. So if I can add one more folder etc directory, both the folder I can take a backup, and we can see that a file is going to be created now. C is for creating and V for verbose and all we are going to do. So we are going to create a backup of tar we are going to create. We can see this ls command. It is showing a red color file backup tar.file. So sometimes the boot folder having some issue, so we can restore it. So I'm trying to now copy this to some folder. Backup file I'm going to copy to tmp folder somewhere I'm copying. So I just going to copy to tmp directory and I will extract it. So when we are extracting, it will extract by default in the current folder. I have this backup.tar file. So now I have to extract it. So I can give tar hyphen xvf for extracting it, and I'm giving the backup tar file means you can see that this folder will come back here in this place. So we can see one boot folder is created like this. So we can take a backup like this. Or another example is I will create some data folder I am creating, and inside the data I am going to copy some files into this from some location etc directory. Some files star.conf means configuration files or something I am going to copy to data folder. So we can see if I go to data folder, my so many files are there. So I want to take the backup of, I have for example, if I give cd slash, I have just having a testing purpose I created a data folder and I have some files. I can take a backup by tar hyphen cvf, and my backup name I am giving us data.tar. I'm going to create a data.tar file, and my source I am going to take is data folder. So we can see that one folder will be created, one file is created, data.tar is created. So data directory having, maybe I am having some important file. So I am going to remove this rm-rf, my data folder I am going to delete now. My data folder is gone. Maybe some error, I deleted data folder. So I have the backup file is there. I can restore it. So I can give tar hyphen xvf, and I can give the data tar. I can give this. So what it will do? It will restore it. Sorry. So we are going to restore it. So I given a command like xvf for restoring. So we can see that I deleted the folder, but the folder is came back now. So I can restore it. We are generally now I am giving tar hyphen cvf command I am giving. So we can directly take the backup to tape drives also we can do from the tar command. So now we have taken a backup file. So we can compress this. We have any file you want to compress. So maybe it is a standard text file also we can compress by using different utilities. I can compress using gzip command. So the same tar data .tar file, I want to compress this. Any file you can compress. So when I can compress, I can give the gzip command. Gzip command I am giving. So we can see that there is a data.tar.gz is coming. So gz, this file means it is a compressed format. So whenever we download file from internet, we will be having this format. So we have to suppose we have to uncompress this. we have to give g unzip, and I have to give this data dot tar dot gz I can give, so it will unzip now, so the compression will go. So like that we can compress this. So any file we can compress. So if I created some test file, also we can create. So I can create one cat file one dot txt. So I created some test file I created. So this file also we can compress. I have one file, one test is there. I want to compress this. I can give it gzip file one. So I can compress and uncompress. I can do through gzip command. I can compress this. If I want to uncompress, we have to give g unzip. So I have compressed the file, and we have compressed this data.tar file. We compressed. So with gzip, we have used previously I used this gzip command. So by another command compression programs also are there. bzip2 is also there. So that way also we can compress this data.tar file or any file we can compress using this one command. So we can see that the extension will be .bz2. So if we are getting a file from this extension, we can uncompress by using b unzip2. So we have a command called b unzip2 and data dot tar dot gz2 bz2 we can uncompress this. So we can compress like this. So there is another compression program also is there. XZ is also a compress we can do. So we can compress this using XZ also, and we can give data dot tar. We can compress through this. So we can see this extension will be coming like data dot gz. So we can compress and uncompress using this many three utilities. So this I'm deleting all this backup. So now I want to take a backup. So I want to take a tar file, tar-cvf, and I want to take a backup like backup dot tar. So I'm going to take a backup of my boot folder. So this is my folder. I want to take the backup. But when I am taking, so I want to give, I can do the compress also at the same time. So we can give c z when I do is t c is c is z, this one I am giving. So I am giving like this. So what will happen? What it will come take archive also, tar file also, and it will do zip also at the same time. So it is going to take a tar also, and also it is going to compress also, it is going to do at the same time. So we will get a both we can do at the same time using this command tar zf we are giving. So if we do tar cjf means it will compress using bzip2. So you will get a file, and you can compress using cj capital J also. We will use xz compression we are using. So we can see that there is a file is created called data.tar sorry backup.tar. So mainly the command we have to give is backup.tar we have to give this is the correct command I have to do, tar.cz is vf. So we can see the syntax, and tar.gz. So the previous command is wrong, I think. So this is the command. So it will take a tar also, it will compress also at the same time by using this command. So it will use the bzip compression now. So it will use the bzip compression also. It will do the gzip compression also. It will do at the same time. If I do cjf means it will do the bz2 compression. If I do c and capital J means we have to do xc compression. And also you can uncompress using, so you have to, instead of c you have to give x, you have to give. So it is going to have complete now. So we have to know, we have to uncompress and restore also. Archiving we are doing opposite. we can see that this file we compressed and archived and compressed at the same time. So I got this file now. So this file I want to restore. I want to copy this file. So maybe I will copy this file to temporary directory. Copy to test directory. So mkdir. I will create some test2 directory and I will copy this. I'm copying it inside test2 directory. So this command is not required. So I'm going to cd test2 directory, and we can see this is we have a file tar file, but at the same time it is compressed also. So I have to do is tar x z vf. So we are going to uncompress also, and we are going to extract also. So we are going to do this. So it will create the it will recreate the boot folder like this. So we can see ls means we are getting this boot folder we are getting here. So when we do this command, it will restore this folder in the same directory. So similarly I can give this command tar cjf. So I can tar cjf. So it will do the bzip2 compression. So this will do the second type of compression, and I can specify the file name backup 2 dot tar dot bz2. So it will do this compression at the same time. And where is which is the folder I want to use, boot directory, maybe I want to take the backup. So I can do this tar also bzip2 also I'm doing same time. But now you want to restore it, you have to give xjf we have to do, so that it will open. So you similarly, if I am want to compress using this compression method, I have to give this cjf option, and you want to restore means we have to do xjf we have to go. So this is the way we are compressing the file, and we are taking archive using tar command. We can compress using any of the utilities. This is important because when we are downloading the file, we are getting this in this format. So thanks for watching.